Hello everyone, good morning. I'm so happy to be celebrating International Women's Day today, and I hope every woman out there is also happy to be celebrating this big day. It is our day, ladies. Let us be happy, let us enjoy, let us be motivated to be who we are, let us take part in it. Let us just take a sister and motivate them. Take a sister and celebrate this big day, for it is our day. My name is Edith Kasukuwere, popularly known as Emma Onyari. You choose whichever name you want to use, or are my names. And this morning I am happy to be celebrating International Women's Day with every other woman out there. And I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge and appreciate all the good work being done by most of the women in my life. First and foremost, I would like to acknowledge and appreciate myself. I trust that even though I may not yet be there, but I know I'm going somewhere. And with each passing day, I believe I'm making progress and I'm a step forward or a step ahead to where I want to be tomorrow. So I'm grateful for being me. I'm grateful for being Edith. I'm grateful for being Emma. I'm grateful for being Nyari. And I'm grateful to all the women out there. I would also want to thank my mother for, I'm happy this is the month she was born, and this is also the Women's Month. You know, I've grown to see my mother taking care of us, teaching us to be who we are, grooming us. She has groomed me to be the woman I am today, and I'm so happy to have you, Mom, in my life. Miss Clara Kasukuwere, I acknowledge you and I appreciate you in my life, and I trust and believe that the Lord will keep blessing you, for you have been a blessing in my life and you will continue being a blessing in my life. I've seen you work with your own hands. I've seen you do your own business. I've seen you being there for us, being strong for us. Even when you were not happy, you've always tried to be happy for us. And I appreciate you for that, Mom. Thank you so much. Secondly, I'd like to appreciate my very own sister, Ethel Kasukuwere. I believe in you, big sis. You are an inspiration to me. I may not be able to mention this every day. I may not be able to mention this all the time. I may not be there to show you all the time. I may not be there to say it physically most of the time, but I appreciate you, sister, and I trust in you. You are an inspiration to me. Every day I wake up, I'm like, wow, I want to be like my sister, because you have been there to motivate. You've been there to be an inspiration to me. You've been there to be an inspiration even to our brother. And also, I would like to acknowledge my sister, for she is the beauty behind Pena Collection. This is a brand name for a company which does manufacturing and sale of hair and braids. Their major products being passion twists and spring twists, and I'm so happy for that. I've seen this baby from when it was young up to now, that is a fully developed and grown business. I've seen you start this work with your own hands, and now that it is growing into a bigger business. I'm also appreciating you as you grow. Keep up the good work, big sister. And I also like the fact that you are an active participant on social media. You're an active participant even in economic, social, and political issues. And for that, I appreciate you, big sister. I trust your work. I believe in your work. Even for Steerpreneur, you are a blessing to Steerpreneur. All the work you do with the magazines, the editing, and everything. I say kudos to you, big sis. Keep up the good work and keep being there for us. We love and we trust you as a woman, and I know that you are going to grow into an influential and a very motivated woman as you go out there. Keep dreaming big and keep being big. You are always my big sister, and you will always go ahead and grow more as you take your passion to a further destination. I would also like to acknowledge women of God in my life, and starting with Coach Mamalin Chidalayenzi. I I'm so happy to have been acquainted with you, Mama Lynn. I wouldn't have asked for anything more. I wouldn't have asked for anything better than you, Mama. You are truly a blessing to us. Your vision of Phenomenal Women Foundation has been quite an inspiration to us. It has motivated me. It has groomed me into the Christian woman I am today. And I'm so happy to have met you at a point when I was feeling down, when I was feeling like I couldn't move on with the Christian journey anymore. But there you were, Mama Lynn, and I'm so proud and happy, and keep pushing the Phenomenal Women Foundation vision forward. I believe in you and I trust in you, and I know this vision has a long way to go. And I trust that fellow women out there can also concur with me that you have been the best you have worked so hard, and I trust that even as a woman of God, as a prophet of God, you have a long way to go. I'd also want to acknowledge Mama Bishop Chiweshe, wife to Bishop T.D. Chiweshe of Believers Youth Church. Mama Bishop, you have been an inspiration to me. You've always been welcoming, you've always been understanding, you've always listened to our problems, and you've always been there for us. You are a strong businesswoman, and I acknowledge you for that. And I know that you are also a motivation and an inspiration to the youth out there. I acknowledge your good work. Keep being the woman you are. I trust and trust in the process, and keep allowing God to use you in His work. I'd also want to acknowledge a well-known music icon, Janet Manyoa. I'm so happy for the woman you are. I acknowledge you as a musician. You know, the hit song for me from you is Zadzisa. And you know, most of the time when I feel down, when I feel like I really need motivation, I play Zadzisa because I know that song, it changes a lot in me, and it has changed a lot in me. And I pray that you keep singing, you keep doing the work of God. You are my greatest music icon, and keep at it. I trust and believe as a woman, you have a long way to go, and don't stop at anything. Just keep being yourself. And in comedy, I'd like to acknowledge my Titi. To be honest, when I started viewing your comedy, at some point I was like, what is this woman trying to do? But with time, as I kept following, as I kept listening, you know, there was that wow moment when I was like, this woman does speak sense. You know, some of your live recordings, some of, even in comedy, they motivate us. They teach us to be the woman we are supposed to be. They teach us to be confident. They teach us that we have a long way to go. And because of that, my Titi, I acknowledge you and I say kudos to you. Keep doing it. Keep acknowledging the women out there. Keep working so hard to motivate us. Even us, the younger generation, we need that motivation, and we do have a long way to go. And with you pushing that vision forward, with you motivating us, I know we will go a long way. Be you, mighty, to keep being yourself, and I know that will also help us to be ourselves as we grow. I would also want to acknowledge ladies in the writing family, Mama Emi Udachuma, Patience Lingiwe Gumbo, Audrey Chirenje. Ladies, you do wonders for me within the writing industry. You are some of the published and established writers that I would read your work over and over again. Mama Emuda, you are an inspiration, you are a motivation to me, and I like your work. Keep working at it. Patience as a writer and a musician, I say kudos to you. Your poems are just wow. Your music is just wow. Keep at it. Keep working on it. I believe the vision has a long way to go. Odi, you are a busy person at your workplace, but you still find time to write books, and you've actually even managed to publish 2 books within a year, which is a very good thing. You know, Life Will Humble You is just a must-read book, not to talk of Chances. You know, when I read those 2 books, like, I wanted to sleep because I had a work the following day. I felt tired, but I told myself I have to finish reading these books, because if I don't finish reading these books, I won't be able to get more work from Odi. So, Odi, keep up the good work, keep up the good writing standard. I trust and believe that your work has a long way to go. And also, I would like to acknowledge ladies like Patience T. Mashiri. You know, Tsitsi is a journalist and she's also an active person in politics. You know, at first I was like, how does being a Christian lady um, work hand in hand with politics? But when you see her, an active present worshiper in church, a very good person, a very active community person, she loves the community work, she loves being engaged in society. And for this, Peshi, I say, keep up the good standard, keep up the good work. You have been a motivation and an inspiration to me. You've also been a big sister that I've always longed for, a friend that I've always asked for. You know, I've realized that family is not all about blood, but family is also about the time you spend together, you know, the activities that you do together, the bond that you create. And with you, Peshi, I've found a bond, and I say, keep up the good work in politics, in Christian work, in ministry, in everything. Keep up the good work, Peshi. I believe as a journalist, you have a long way to go. I would also like to acknowledge Tendai Abiola Dodo, a writer in the making. You know, your work that you're doing on your page tells of the dry land on social media. It's just good work, and I say, keep up writing, my dear. Keep up the passion. Keep up. I would like to see that work develop into bigger novels. I'd like to see that work develop into motivation for the younger generation, even for the older generation, because I believe you have a stronger vision and a stronger passion, and I trust that you have a long way to go. I would also like to acknowledge my younger sisters, Apia Hope Madondo. You know, when I first met this girl, it was at Phenomena Women Foundation in a group. um, we were just talking, and you know, when you're just conversing from a group, you'll be like, we just talk for maybe a few chats, and when we are done, there's nothing else we would do further. But as I grew to know this girl, I started liking her more, and you know, her passion for teenagers has kept me going even up to today. She is a real motivation, and I always make sure to keep pushing her forward. Even when she's about to give up on herself, I always say kudos to you, Hope, because I know you are the hope for the next generation. You know, she has actually set Teen Bomb mentorship, which is a mentorship program where she helps other teens to be self-assertive, help other teens to stand up for themselves, empowerment of other teens. And I'm so happy because of this great work that you're doing, Hope. Keep at it. And also, even your posts, the work you write for Girl Grandeur Zimbabwe, you know, it is just wow. Hearing that it is coming from an 18-year-old who shock other people, but I trust and believe your work, because it is just wow, and it motivates the next person. And keep at it, Hope. Never lose hope, for you are the hope, and we expect you to keep being the hope. I would also like to acknowledge Kulekani Ndlovu, an actress, a model in the making. You know, she's just that true definition of art. I started knowing her while she was still in high school. That was sometime last year, while she was contesting for this modeling show. You know, just seeing her pictures. We haven't met in person with most of the ladies that I've acknowledged here, but trust me, just that connection we had on WhatsApp led to a connection on Facebook, led to a connection on all her social media platforms. And I'm proud of the work that she has done up to date. I'm proud of all the magazine features that she has managed to have. I'm proud of all the acting roles that she has managed to have up to date. And I'm proud of you, Kulekani Ndlovu. And today I celebrate you as a woman, and I say, keep working hard, keep at it, keep pushing forward. You know, grow into the woman you want to be, grow into that girl that then became a woman, that then became a legend, and I know you will. do that. I always tell you that Hollywood, here we come. I know, create the Hollywood you want and be the Hollywood you want. And one day, I'm sure you will get there. I'd also want to acknowledge two other ladies that have been friends, that have been like family to me, and I've been happy to be acquainted to them, and we've started this vision together, and I pray and believe that this vision will go a long way. I'd like to acknowledge Gracious Angel Kumalo and Angeline Musani. Angeline Musani has actually been my friend from high school, from our very day when we went to write our entrance test. Up to today, she has kept being a friend in my life, and I'm so happy. I acknowledge you as a woman that you are. I acknowledge you that you are a Christian woman. I acknowledge you that you are a true definition of Christian women values, and keep being there. Be there for the younger generation, and also be there for the now generation, for we need you. And as for Gracious, you have been the entrepreneur, the true definition of an entrepreneur. And I say kudos to you, Gray. Keep working hard, keep doing that hustle, keep doing those deals. I trust in you. You are a real definition of entrepreneurship, and today I celebrate you with all other women. I may not have mentioned all the names of all the women out there. I may not have mentioned your name, but trust me, I acknowledge you. I believe in you as a woman. I love you as a woman. I trust your work as a woman, and I hope that you also have the confidence to keep moving forward, the confidence to keep pushing forward. For there are a lot of visions that we have to push forward as women. There are a lot of visions that we have to move forward as women. And I trust and believe that as women, we have a lot on our table, and we have a lot of misconceptions to change about us, because most men just think women need money from them, or women are only housewives, or women are always going to be the ones taking care of the babies, not doing much. But it is high time, ladies, that we stand up for what we believe in. We stand up for that passion that we've always had, that passion that we know we want to push forward. I trust and believe that as women we can do that, and I'm so happy for this International Women's Day, and I've actually termed it hashtag Arise the Entrepreneur Woman in Me. I'm so happy to have shared this video with you guys, and I trust and believe that you are going to have a happy International Women's Day. You are going to celebrate it in style. You're going to celebrate yourself. You're not going to shy away. You're not going to just sit down and say others will celebrate it. Let's celebrate it together, and let's be that one big woman family, instead of ignoring that sister besides, or ignoring that sister standing right in front of you. Take time to listen to their story. Take time to be there for them. Refuse the pull her down syndrome. Accept the pull her up syndrome. Let's spread the love. Let's spread the care. Let's spread the motivation. Let's spread the inspiration. For together we can. We are women, and we are women for a change.